last year we tried lunch, the year, of course, in the past, we've always done it in the evening, so we're open to what works for the most people. We're open to your opinions. Maybe we'll try going back to the evening ones and see if that works better for people, so let us know what you think. As most of you know, I'm Karen Mercino, I chair the board. I'd like to introduce the rest of my board, and then I'm gonna turn the meeting over to our CEO. To my right is Rich Thompson, Harvey Salway, Dave Lamb as our CEO and president. To my far left is Todd Fox and Dr. Kabinski. And now I'm gonna turn the meeting over to Dave Lamb.
Thanks, Karen. Well, good morning and thank you for being here. Let's see. I would like to recognize our board-appointed inspectors who are ensconced over here at this desk. Rick Campbell, SVP and Chief Financial Officer, and Lisa Medlock, SVP and Director of Operations. At this time, will eligible shareholders of record please submit your final proxy votes? We have proxies available for those of you who may need them or haven't yet voted. Proxies are also available to those who have voted but may want to change their vote. Do we have any proxies for the inspectors to collect? We don't. The next phase in our annual meeting is we are going to review the minutes from the April 27th, 2016 regular meeting. The minutes are available if anyone would like to see them. Hearing none, are there any additions, deletions, or corrections to the minutes? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Thank you. Support, thank you. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. So by voice vote, the minutes are approved. So now, would the inspectors please report the number of shares represented?
There are 1,394,026 shares represented at this meeting.
Thank you. So that means it's been reported that the required number of shares are represented, and therefore this meeting is official. So at this time, I am going to call for the election of directors pursuant to Article 6 of the Articles of Incorporation. Based on a resolution adopted by a majority of your board of directors, the number of directors for the corporation will be fixed at 7 with 1 seat vacant. The directors are divided into 3 classes, with each class consisting of a nearly equal number as much as possible. The board of directors at the 2017 annual meeting nominates the following candidates for directors to serve the following terms. Harvey Salway, 3-year term, which is class 2. Todd Fox, a 3-year term, which is also class 2. So at this time, we'll call for a vote regarding the nominee in all classes for the board of directors. Will the inspectors please advise if the directors received the required number of votes?
Yes, they did.
Thank you. So the inspectors have reported that the required number of votes have been received. So I will declare the directors duly elected based on the plurality of votes cast. So that is mostly our official business for the meeting. I did have a few comments, which I would like to start out my remarks by thanking all of you for attending the annual meeting and also being valued customers of Oxford Bank. It really is an honor for me to work to such a loyal, community-oriented group of shareholders. I also continue on. I would like to thank our board of directors for their ongoing support, wise counsel, and oversight as we continue to build Oxford into a high-performing and sustainable bank. And finally, I would like to thank the team here at Oxford that make it happen every day. They have continued to be mostly willing participants in making us a great company. We do believe that this company will be highly valued by the market and investors because of the team here creating value every day for our clients and for themselves. In fact, really our ultimate benchmark, I think I said this last year, is when other companies highly desire our team members, we'll know we are a little farther on the road to being a great company. I am going to keep my remarks short today, but I would be more than happy to visit with any of you and invite you to come see me at any time, including if you have comments on what time we should have the annual meeting. Really, part of the reason I'm keeping my remarks brief is we really have a really good start on becoming what you, the team, and our customers deserve in a company. So when we talk about our strategic plan, our plan is to do more of the same better. In one way it's not super exciting, in another it's very exciting to be in the mix to do that. And what that means is we're going to continue growing the bank and our ultimate returns. I did say last year that the returns on assets, growing a bank does dampen the returns in the short term. But we do believe that our returns on assets will grow this year as our productivity increases, both from better utilizing our infrastructure we had to build before we grew, and the other is we get benefit every year in our productivity from the loans we did the previous year. But like our ultimate financial goal, which it should be a financial goal for any company, is for our return, and for us it's going to be return on assets and return on equity to exceed our competitors consistently, just like our loan and actually our net income growth did in the past year. I did note in my letter in the annual report that I think the team here believes, like I do, we are just on the start of that journey, and really people like you as shareholders, or for our customers or our team members who join us on that journey, will actually earn something of substantial value for that long-term engagement. Our growth in loans, customers, and team members supports this fact pretty well, as both illustrate folks who have a relationship with us, and that really where that actually could start with is our business banking growth, which has been almost entirely commercial and industrial borrowers versus real estate oriented borrowers. And commercial and industrial borrowers rely on a relationship with the bank to be successful. It's not a transactional business, as much a transactional business. And really we wouldn't have that kind of growth in a safe and a sound way without Mark Morrison, who leads our business banking group, who's joined us this morning, and Amy Chattis in loan fulfillment, and really that entire team all joined us in the last 2 years. So I said my annual report. When I worked at NBD, we would always say, if it grows like a weed, it probably is. We aren't a weed, and really why I would say that pretty confidently, besides having really excellent, experienced people on our credit side, the other part of it is that we're practicing what the board and I believe is good risk management. Really, we can start with business banking by focusing on diversification. We don't go out and think we're smart enough to figure out what's going to happen with the economy. We all know someday it's going to go down, and when it goes down, we know someday it's going to go up. The trick is knowing the day that happens, or pretty close to the day. So to manage that, we just have to diversify our loan portfolio. The last couple of years, we have reduced our concentration in investment real estate lending pretty significantly, replacing it with commercial industrial loans. We will continue to really monitor our diversification closely. And I would say, I've had people ask me this, doesn't mean that we don't want to do investment real estate loans. For us, we're in a relationship business, so we want to do investment real estate loans to customers who actually will have a relationship with us. So the other part I wanted to touch on was our personal banking, which we call retail banking sometimes, we call the branches sometimes. And in our personal banking, we have continued to make tremendous progress in delivering what really our value proposition is to all of our clients, which is really relationship, which is shown through convenience, both with personal service, which we've always been very good at, and layering into that technology. So the best manifestation of that is the interactive teller machines that we put in all our drive-throughs last summer. It represents kind of what we're all about perfectly, right? They're convenient because you can use them 24/7. If you want the personal service aspect of it, you can talk to a teller there. I'm sure I'll get this right, Nancy, but you could jump in 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 to 5 on Saturday. No?
7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
7 a.m., even earlier than I thought. So, and people say, well, that isn't really convenience because people are still driving to the bank. Well, it is, because people don't have to think about, if they want to talk to a teller, you don't have to think about when you come to the bank. I mean, I would guess most people aren't thinking about going to the bank anytime before 7 a.m. or after 8 p.m. We didn't even, our interactive tellers were there when we started this meeting. And that's the convenience of it. It isn't in actuality saving people time because they are still driving to the bank. This year we have a really big rollout of a product called Kasasa, which is a rewards-based checking product. We see that both as a really good thing for us from getting a better core deposit base, which is a risk management issue for us. The other part of it, it'll be good for our ultimate growth because it helps us access the demographic we don't access very well right now. And what Kasasa is really, it's a rewards-based checking. So if you qualify by doing certain activities, like doing a certain number of debit transactions, using e-statements, you get a pretty high rate of interest up to a certain dollar amount. The better part on it from the convenience standpoint of it is people can open a deposit account online. I say that they can, I guess it's more they're applying for a deposit account online because with all the regulation, you couldn't go anywhere and just go online and open a deposit account because we got a lot of lists we have to check people against before we can open an account. But we do believe that's going to be a very important product for us, and the initial start has been very good. And I commend Nancy Rosentrader and her team. Nancy's right here, who joined us with all the work they put into that, and also kind of revamping how we interact with our clients. So overall, we continue to undertake improvement and change every day. And I do want to add in, it isn't just, I've talked mostly today about personal banking and business banking teams, but none of it would happen if we didn't have really all the bank team pulling together and committing to everyone's success. We tell people all the time, we're all successful or we're not. Individuals can't be successful in this organization. It'd be very hard for an individual to be successful if this organization isn't successful. So that is my comments. Again, I want to thank you very much for being an owner of the bank and being a part of what we believe is going to be a really great thing. So before I turn the meeting back to our chair, Karen Messino, I would be more than happy to take any questions.
I don't have a, Mary Ward, Bighorn. I don't have a question. Very truthfully, when I seen what time it was in the morning, I told my husband, something's going on up there. I see something or something's going on. So I hope next time you have the meeting at 7 o'clock here. Thank you.
7 o'clock p.m.
PM.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. I appreciate you calling me too. Well, it's like we say, our best customer is one who calls us because they have a problem with us, right? Because people who have a problem and don't call you just leave or don't participate anymore. So really, a good customer is one who's saying, look, you're causing me a little problem. If you would fix it, right? I want to do business with you. I'm begging you to do business. Please just fix that little problem. So we appreciate it. But any other questions? If not, we'll turn it back over to Karen.
I think we realized that we should have done 7 p.m., but it was a little too late because everything had already gone out. But we were trying to accommodate people maybe going to work in the morning too, and Last year, we did the luncheon one, and that didn't draw as many people in. And we checked to see what other banks were doing, and some of them were doing them in the morning. So we appreciate your comments, and I think you're probably right, we'll go back to that next year. And thank you for your comments, thank you for being here this morning. Thank you to our management people, I didn't mean to neglect you when I welcomed everyone this morning. We have a great team, and you know, you, our shareholders and our depositors, are what got us through those tough times, and the board thanks you for always being there for us. And there being no further business, we'll adjourn the meeting. Please stay and visit and have some refreshments, and thank you for coming. Have a good day.
Thank you.